name is Leah Dates, and you're tuning in to my interview with Star Chasing Films.
Welcome to this episode of Star Chasing Films. I have here with me today
Leah Dates.
How you feeling? All right, one more time. Welcome to this episode of Star Chasing Films. Today I have here with me
Leah Dates.
Okay. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, but there's bugs.
There is? Oh,
Yes.
Are you sure?
There was just one that's like hovering. It's okay.
All right. Okay, so my first question for you today is, what first got you into music?
I feel like I've always liked music. I've used songwriting as like a diary almost. Like, you know how people like write in their journal and stuff like that? Instead, I write songs. So I've been doing that for a very long time. And then I grew up in church, so music is just a big part of, it's just been a big part of my life, honestly.
Okay. So, did like people ever try to get you to join the church choir or something like that, or you just wanted to do it yourself?
Yeah, people were always like, even when I was in high school, everybody wanted me to be in choir in high school. People was always trying to recruit me to be singing. But I was really shy in the beginning, so I never wanted to sing, especially not in front of people. So,
who or what inspires you to make music now?
Honestly, the reason why I started like recording and putting music out was because of Dante. Dante is my manager, but he's also my friend, and he does music himself. And I had sent him one song that I just randomly decided to send, and he was like, "Great, when are we gonna record it?" And I was like, "Record what?" And he was like, "The song." And I was like, "I guess." And it just took off from there. Like, he encouraged me to start putting the music out as an artist, because I was already writing the music. I just wasn't recording it and I wasn't putting it out.
Well, why'd you kind of hesitate on that end? Like, were you?
I said, the music is for me.
Yeah, okay.
Essentially,
Yeah,
I was just kind of writing because that's just how I express myself.
No, I definitely understand that. All my music is kind of my thoughts and my therapy.
Yeah.
And I just kind of release it. So I guess sometimes I feel like I take my music a little too much to heart when people kind of critique it.
Yeah, if they don't like it.
Because like those are my actual feelings. You know? So,
like I have one song. My grandmother passed away in January.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. And I wrote a song about that, and I had showed it to somebody. I'm not gonna say who it was, but they had like critiques for it, and I was just like, you do realize that my grandmother has passed away, and this is just how I feel. Right. Good gracious. I don't know if I'm ever going to put that song out. Not because I don't think it's good, but just because it's just so personal to me.
No, I understand. Some songs, I feel like as an artist, some songs you have to keep personal to you. You know what I'm saying? Not everything deserves to be put out and broadcasted.
Yeah.
Okay. So for our next question is, what is your creative process like?
I'm very message oriented when I write. So if I've decided I want to write a song, the first thing I do is pick like what the topic is or what the message is going to be. So I'll start with that. So, what song can I use as an example? I'm going to use my song, How Long. Basically, the song is about me waiting around for some dude, and I'm trying to figure out how long you want me to wait for you. So literally, when I was writing the song, I thought, that's what I want the song to say. How long am I supposed to wait for you? So after I get a topic of what I want the whole song to eventually come together to say, I kind of have like a vibe that I think is gonna match the sound that I want. And so then I find a beat that matches that vibe. And then I put the song all together as I listen to the beat.
Okay. Yeah. I got you. And would you say that's like your most effective creative process? Okay.
I do that every time.
Okay.
Like every time I have in my notes just like ideas that I have of like I want a song about this or a song about that.
No, I definitely do. Anytime I get an idea, I'll put like something where I know I'll remember.
Yeah, I'll put like a couple of lines that have to do with what it is I'm trying to say, and then I'll go back, or in that moment I'll be writing.
No, I definitely get
as soon as I'm inspired.
If you can open a show right now for any like mainstream artist, who would it be?
Queen Naija.
Queen Naija?
Yes.
Why you say Queen?
Because I love her. I love her. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I relate to her. But I feel like I only feel that way because even before she was famous, I was following her YouTube channel.
See, and that's what's kind of
like I know her,
exactly,
even though I don't.
That's what was kind of weird to me. Like I was following her and Chris when they was still in that little tiny apartment when they first had
I followed her entire journey, and so like her doing music, it reminds me of like me, like I like because I feel like I've just been watching her life.
Nah, I feel you.
Even though obviously I don't know her, but
that's a good one though, Queen Naija.
Yeah.
Okay. For our next question, I have. This is more of like a personal opinion of yourself.
Okay.
Do you think you have what it takes to make it?
Yes. Yes, okay. I do.
Elaborate on that if you can. Like just why?
I feel like I have a likable personality and I'm genuine and down to earth. And then I also am actually talented. No shade to some of the people that's out here, but some famous people are famous and they don't actually have talent. So I feel like I actually have talent. I'm genuine. And I have a likable personality. And I feel like also, I don't have the best stage presence, but if I were to start, progressing, that a team could help me in any of the areas that I'm weak in. Like, I feel like I'm teachable.
No, of course.
Yeah.
All right. So for our next question, we have, do you have anything that you are currently working on? Anything that's up and coming or that you about to drop?
Yes, I do. I actually have my next 3 drops already planned for the rest of the year.
If it's within the next 3 weeks, this interview won't be out, so it'll be already out. So
it's not within. Oh well, I mean, I guess my next project is gonna be next year.
Next year? Okay.
But I have like a couple sprinkles of drops that's gonna happen.
Okay. When you think we're gonna get the next single?
In September.
In September?
Wait, this is September.
It is October. In October?
In October.
All right, you heard it here.
One in October, one in November, and one in December. We ending the year strong.
That's smart. I might not. I think I'm done for the year.
Oh, it's okay. A little hiatus is always good.
Yeah.
Group.
Sometimes you got to go through some stuff just to get some more.
Because honestly, all my drops that are coming, I wrote them like 4 or 5 months ago.
Oh,
I haven't wrote anything in like 2-3
I'm not
months.
gonna lie.
I was super inspired.
Exactly. It gets like that sometimes. Like
nothing.
certain couple weeks, I might just write 30 freaking songs, and then I can't write for the next 2 months. It's
so right now I'm in a drought, but it's okay because I had a vault. So
that's cool.
I got some drops coming, even though I haven't been writing.
Okay. And what is one thing you want people to know about your music right now?
My music comes from my heart, and hopefully anyone that's going through a situation that's similar to mine in any of the songs that I'm writing in, hopefully it's relatable and it makes you feel something. That's my hope. The paparazzi.
You're a very silly person?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you get in trouble in school a lot for like?
You know what? In elementary school, yes. When I got to middle school, I had switched counties, so I started off shy.
Where'd you start off? Like, where'd you grow up?
I grew up in PG County.
Okay.
So I went to a Montessori school, not even like a regular school. It was like very different. Like, so when we switched and moved to Charles County, it was like a culture shock. Everything was different.
It was. You know, PG County, you wore uniforms and stuff like that.
Well, we didn't at my school.
You didn't?
No, we didn't have to. And it was like super... half of the school was a Montessori school and the other half of the school was French immersion. So like on the French side of the school, they all spoke French and English, and on our side we had like a hands-on learning. Everything we learned, there was like something tactile to help you remember whatever it is that you were learning. There was no little desks. There was 3 grade levels in one class. So if you were in first grade, you were with first, second, and third graders. 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders.
That is weird. I ain't never heard of that before.
So, you know, when we moved here, it was like I was in class with all 6th graders.
You know? Yeah, you know.
And, you know, like it was, and we all sat at a desk, and it was grades. I didn't even get grades. There were no grades. We had like numbers. Everything was different. It was so different. So it was really... but I feel like it was more lax, so that's why I was misbehaving. I wasn't even misbehaving. I was
no. You said it. You said it. Misbehaving.
Really talkative.
You heard it here live, folks.
I was just really talkative, and my teacher was trying to get me to not talk to people, and I couldn't help myself. So.
Okay, so that kind of goes to my next question. So, like, what is the most trouble you've ever gotten into? Is that a hard question?
Yeah, I haven't really gotten into trouble unless we're talking like I've gotten like tickets and had to go to court.
Nah, nothing like that. Something like could be the worst thing you did as a kid. Maybe push somebody off a slide, you know.
Well, I did do this one thing, but I didn't actually get in trouble for it because when they called me down to the office, they were like, Leah, no, she didn't do that. When I was younger, now that I bake, I keep my fingernails cut low, but when I was young, my nails used to grow really long. And if someone messed with me, I would just like dig my fingernails into their arm and I wouldn't let go until they apologized. And so I did that to this one dude.
That's crazy.
I know. I know, it sounds so bad.
That is crazy.
So bad. But I did that to this one dude because he took my juice box and he wouldn't give it back. So I literally like latched onto his arm until he gave me my juice box back. But like, you know how if you get like a scratch, it like webs up. It was like all my fingernails like in his arm, and it like kind of stayed for an extended period of time.
That's crazy. But
I didn't actually get in trouble.
Okay.
Because like I said, when I went to the office, they was like, no,
Leah didn't do
you didn't do anything.
You know, whenever I got sent to the office, they knew I did it. So that's one thing. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't actually get in trouble for that. And he wasn't trying to get me in trouble. So he didn't tell on me. He was trying to hide it, but the teacher kind of noticed and was like...
He was kind of seek help but not snitch at the same time. Yeah.
Like he wasn't actually mad at me.
He was trying to keep it over murder.
Yeah, he was trying to keep it low. So that's also probably why I didn't get in trouble, because he wasn't trying to get me in trouble. He knew what he did. He took my juice box. And that was serious back then.
Okay, so for our next question we got is, what is the best advice you've ever been given or that you would give to someone else?
The best advice that I've ever been given?
It can be life, it can be as far as in the music, anything.
I guess I'm gonna say the best life advice that I've gotten is to always include God. Oh, I need to talk louder?
Yeah, no, you wasn't supposed to stop though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you good.
I'll start from the beginning.
Yeah, okay.
The best advice, like life advice that I've ever gotten, I feel like is to always include God, like in whatever I'm doing. Like if I'm making decisions and I'm not sure about something, to pray about it, because we as people only know so much and God knows everything. So the best advice is to include God in everything you do.
Best advice.
I got my little Jesus piece on my neck.
Say it one more time. You got your what?
My Jesus piece.
Had to zoom in and get it.
My little baby cross. That
okay.
Police officer is getting out the car.
Oh, he on the phone. He talking to a side chick.
Oof, good gracious.
Okay, so if you can change the music industry any way, how would you change it?
I don't know. I feel like if there could be a change to the music industry, it would have to start with like the big people that make you big. Like, I wish that recording companies sought out people with actual talent, not clout. Because then I feel like there would be a lot.
You feel like they go for the. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But you feel like they go more for the people that's gonna make them the money than the people, or more for the people who's making them the money right now.
Yeah.
Versus the people who can make them that longevity of money. Okay.
Because these people like get one song, blow up, and then
disappear.
That's it. Like, I'm thinking, how did they even make it? Like,
you know,
how did
one
they
of the
make
prime
it?
examples I was talking about the other day was Trinidad James when he had that song "Gold All on My Chain."
Oh yeah.
And nobody never heard of him after that song.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know who that is, but when you started singing, I was like, oh, okay.
See, and the stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like they got one
people
song.
Like Fetty Wap and stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
So.
And he just fell away. I feel like people only last for like a short period of time because they don't have actual talent. They just had one good song.
Well, I'll say one of the best pieces of advice I've gotten hanging around a lot of big rappers in the game right now, just doing shows and stuff, is it's better when it's slow and steady. Because that means you have that longevity.
Yeah.
He said a lot of people said as fast as you can blow up, you can fall down even faster. Especially when you blow up so fast, you're not really a brand or an artist, you're kind of a trend.
Yeah.
And all trends eventually, wear out until it's the next one.
Out.
So slow and steady wins the race.
That's good.
All right, so for the next question we have is, does your friends and family support you?
Yes, they do. It is so touching, especially my big sister. She shows up to every single performance I have. And to my surprise, even though like I have one gospel song out, but all the rest of my music is R&B. To my surprise, my parents also, they like share my music on Facebook with their friends and stuff. Like, even though it's not the type of music they listen to, they support me and what I'm doing. So, that's and then obviously my best friend and Dante, they all support me. Yeah.
You got my support. Hey, look, I be driving down the highway sometimes. Kind of love. I can't sing for real, but hey,
I love that one.
I'll be singing it.
Yes.
Okay, so my next question for you is, do you think music is teachable?
What do you mean by that?
So, I know some people say, of course, like playing an instrument, you can teach somebody how to play an instrument.
Yeah.
But do you think like natural, like raw talent and like in music is kind of teachable? Like, can you teach somebody how to sing like Beyonce? Or,
no, I don't think so. I feel like, yes, everyone can learn to sing, but it's one thing to learn and another thing to be gifted. And everyone's not gifted. Like,
in that area. Yeah. Everybody has a gift.
Yeah, no, everyone is not like gifted to sing, like, but everyone could learn to sing essentially, but there's some people where that's what God intended for them to be doing. Okay.
Understandable.
He said not in everything.
Okay, so do you have anything that you do besides music?
Yes, I run my own custom cake business.
Oh, okay. Tell us more about that.
I have actually been doing my business since I was 12 years old. I'm 23 now, so let's just put that into perspective.
9 years. 9 years CEO.
Yeah, so my parents actually, they like were my first investors because they bought everything I needed to have my business when I was 12, because obviously I didn't have no money then. And so when I first started it was obviously, like a kid was running a business. It was cute or whatever. But as I got older and I was like working, I took orders on the side. But these past almost 3 years, this has been my sole form of employment. I'm self-employed. My business is called Dates Delights.
Right here.
Dates Delights _ I think.
Oh my God. Not the ad thing. It's alright. We're going to find the actual one and pop it up on the screen.
Yes.
And the links will be in the description, everything. And do you like deliver?
Yeah, I deliver. It's pickup. I do weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, baby showers, anything.
What's the most expensive cake you sold?
It was a wedding cake. Cause wedding cakes get up there.
They do?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It just weirds me out with certain stuff like that. Okay. Yeah. It was a wedding cake.
It was a wedding cake.
You ain't gotta say the exact price, but was it like over 500?
Over 500. It was a big wedding cake though, so
How tall are you?
I'm 5 foot even.
Nah, less 4'11"?
No,
4'11" and a half?
I'm 5 foot even.
Okay, with your hair down a little bit?
Yes, I'm 5 foot even.
Okay.
My mom and my sister are 4'11", and I am like this much taller than them.
How much?
I'm like just barely taller than them, and they're 4'11" and 3/4 or something like that.
Okay. So for my next question, and I have a few more. Couple more actually. What are your aspirations in life?
That's kind of hard. Like, it's not hard,
Gotta
but
dig a little deep, you know?
Yeah, cause like I feel like there's so much that I can do. I guess to put it in like the simplest of answers, my aspiration in life is to achieve everything that God has planned for me. Like, I don't want to be somewhere and not reach the full potential that He expected me to reach. So whether that be like with my business taking off or doing something, because I mean it's already very successful, or like my music. And obviously in this interview I didn't mention God so much, so anything
I was gonna say
Yeah.
I said everything you kind of do is powered by God.
Yeah, so I'm like, if my music were to take off, I would want that platform also to be to the advancement of the kingdom of God.
I got you. Well, that's it. That's all for today's interview. This is Star Chasing Films. I'm here with
Leah Dates.
All right, and is there anything else you want to tell the people? Anything upcoming?
I thought we already did that.
Yeah, we do it one more time at the end.
Oh, okay.
Any last shout outs? Anything?
Head scratch. Any last shout outs? I got lots of big things coming the rest of this year and next year. Stay tuned. I can't dance, but I'm gonna dance anyway.
All right.
Hey, my name is Leah Dates, and you just watched my interview with Star Chasing Films.
Forever and ever, wherever, whenever you come through. Forever and ever, I'll wait for you. Forever and ever, I'll pray for you. Forever and ever, wherever, whenever you come through.